Hey guys, the Quack45 here, and today I'm recording the fourth episode of the Welcome to Web Design web tutorial series. So in the last episode, I taught you how to set up a Zymic hosting account, and then how to use the basics of using FTP. And then I went into basic SQL, MySQL database usage, basic SQL queries, uh, from create tables to insert into, and then finally I finished with update. So in this episode, I'm going to be explaining how how a few of the different, like, more basic SQL queries work, statements, right? I think they're called, actually. And then I figure I'll probably show you a couple, or a quick thing about creating a form on your web page to submit data to an SQL database. So let's get started. So the first command I used, the first SQL query I used, was create and then table name. Create table name, or create table name, and then you went like this. And then basically what you did in here was you went row 1, and then row type, or no, column 1, C1, column type, C2, column type, and stuff like that. Obviously, these are just sort of placeholder things. Column type especially, don't do that. Yeah, I'll just explain this in a second. I just have to do something. Alright, so, the create statement is probably one of the ones you'll be using the most, just short of insert into and update, I suspect. Maybe sort, I'm not sure. So yeah, what now? What was I gonna say? Shit. Oh, right. So the create statement is when you want to create a table within a database. So when I did this, I created the user database by running create user. Basically what I did was, oh, it just logged me out. Alright, fine. I'll just have to log in again. Thanks, Jesus. It was that admin that's the password, and then welcome to web design Zymic host test. I think that was it. Success! So the command that I used when I was creating the user table was I ran create user, and then down here I opened parentheses, dropped a line, and then close parentheses, semicolon. The semicolon completes the statement. That's a fairly common syntax in most programming languages. So what this did was it created the table user, and then in here, because we had the ID column, the first name column, the last name column, the city column, and the phone number column, I said ID, and then I typed in integer. So that means that it can only be a number. It will only accept numbers. There can be no decimals in them, so it can be 1 or 2 or 3, but it cannot be 1.1 or 1.3 or 2.5 or something. You know, whatever. You should know what an integer is at this point. But I don't know, whatever. You might be younger. And then after that I put first name, and I called it a varchar, varchar, and then is how I pronounce it. And then in parentheses I put 255, and then I put a comma after it. By the way, you put comma after the integer. You put comma after all of the ones until the end when you don't want to put any more after it. So what this did was it created a column called first name, and that column was a variable character column. So it means it is, I don't remember the exact definition, but basically that's the most common one, I think, is what you'll probably be using most of the time. It's, it doesn't have any restrictions, or it really doesn't have very many restrictions at all as to what can be put in there. You can put in strings, you can put in numbers, or, you know what, whatever. Actually, no, it is a string, but a string is a series of characters. They can be anything. Symbols, just Latin letters, or symbol, or numbers. Jesus Christ, brain. Anything within the denomination. That's a stupid word. And anything within the character set of the table. Not denomination. That was absolutely not the right word there. Anything within the character set of the table. So I set it as Latin 1, so that's Latin characters, probably the default one. And then after that, I did last name, varchar 255. By the way, 255 means the column is 255 characters long. It'll never be less. It'll never be more. There can be a lot of empty space in that column if the data doesn't fit the entire column, but it will always be 255 for the sake of organization. And then I did city, varchar 255, and phone number, varchar 255. So yeah, that's what I did. And then the close the parentheses and then end statement. And then I submitted that, and it created this table called user with these things inside. There were no data here, it was just empty at that point. To put in the data, I did insert into. I'm actually going to insert some new stuff into this because I want something to delete. In fact, I'm going to create a new table first. Test. Let's say has a column called stupid varchar 12. That's all. What did I do wrong? I don't think I did anything wrong. Line 1. I think I did something wrong there. You know, whatever. Create. What was the freaking? What did I do wrong? Actually, I need to know. SQL create. Where's the create thing? Insert into create. Yeah. Oh, create table, that was it. Table test stupid varchar 255. There we go. Now we look down here. Now there is test. It's an empty table with just one column. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna do insert into. We're gonna insert into test. Stupid values. I should have created more columns. How do I add a column? You probably have to know this. Column. Oh, fuck it. Shit. Maybe it's on alter. Aha! That's it. Okay, cool. Let's run a quick query. Alter table test, add stupid2 varchar 255. Done. Okay, there we go. Now I have a column to add stuff to. Okay, so that happened. Now we have two columns, and we're gonna do insert into, which this is how you insert new data into a table. Insert into test and stupid2, most mature names ever, I'm sure. Values, we're gonna do I am so SMRT, and then much SMRT. I don't know, whatever. There we go. And submit. And let's take a look at test. Test now has stupid and stupid2. I am so SMRT, much SMRT. There we go. So insert into is to insert new data into a table, or into a table, and basically this specifies the columns that you're adding stuff to, and then you drop down a line. You don't have to drop down a line. It's just what I do, and then you type in values, and then in parentheses the values for each table in chronological now, in their respective order. So this is gonna assign to stupid, and this is going to assign to stupid2. Now let's move on to the next one. Update. Update test. And we're going to say set stupid2 equals... Oh wait, actually I'm going to add some new. Insert into test stupid and stupid2 values I am more SMRT. I am very SMRT. And there we go. There we go. New row. That's what we needed. And we're gonna do the next one. Update test set stupid2 equals I am so SMRT, it is crazy. Okay, so now this would just set, if I just submitted this now like this would just set both of these rows in stupid2 column 2. I am so SMRT, it is crazy. Let's say we want to just change it on this line. That is where this next part comes in. Where stupid equals I am so SMRT. There we go. So now it's only going to change it and set stupid2 to that sentence to where the column stupid equals I am so SMRT. So we submit that, and it's changed. Very nice. Now we're gonna go delete. We're gonna move on to the next one now, is what I mean. Delete. Yeah, I figured there was gonna be a delete from. Delete from test. I'm actually learning stuff here too. Delete from test where stupid equals, we're going to delete the second column, where it says, or where stupid equals I am more SMRT, and delete, and it's gone. There we go. Now the final one. Drop table test. I believe this is just like that. drop table name, drop table test, and that table is gone. As you can see, only user exists. So yeah, those are some basic commands of SQL. There's a lot more. If you want to go into advanced stuff, you'll have to learn these things. So now let's move into some quick HTML, fairly quick at least. This is, I believe, gonna involve PHP. And in fact, you know what? I'm not gonna move into that. I'm just gonna leave this video there. I think it's been quite long enough. Right. So, that was some basic, fairly basic SQL statements and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching, and bye.